Previously on Of Dice and Them.
So it's a living, massive tentacle that is snaking out of the water and then wrapping itself around the altar.
And on the altar is a scrimshaw trinket.
My aim is fix it somewhere where it's out of the way, just like...
I will say you do pin it, and it is currently squirming against the wooden walls of the church.
Randall shuffles through.
The scene in front of you is two corpses on the floor.
Jenny said that she'd sent people in and they hadn't returned, right? Did she kill her own people?
The chest springs open. It's a gun made of crystals.
I'll pick it up.
I have an idea!
I punch a hole in the wall, I use wreck, I roll one dice, I have rolled a 1.
The church crumbles around you. The tentacle breaks free. You hear a howling in the distance, and it's time to leave quickly.
Good evening and welcome to Of Dice and Them. We are a TTRPG actual play podcast, and tonight we are playing Blades in the Dark. And we'll be returning you directly to the action as our scoundrels attempt to escape the flooded district.
Bad idea, Randall, that was the worst idea
That's the worst
we've
thing
ever
you've done.
had. All of the other things we have done, nothing bad happened. You tell me to punch a wall and the whole fucking world falls apart.
I would like to leg it and scoop up the scrimshaw on my way and continue legging it, because I feel like it will be useful at some point.
Randall pulls out of his really big coat demolition tools
Oh, Christ.
and sets him and is going to try and blow a hole through the wall to escape.
I think we need to agree. So we're splitting up here if Kuza's legging it
Yes,
out the way we came.
Tay is going with Kuza. Tay scoops up Gecko into her arms and gallops after Kuza.
Oh, you're not going to stay with Demolitions Randall?
No, I'm going with get the fuck out to Kuza. Tay scoops up Gecko and the magic shotgun and gets the fuck out of Dodge.
Gecko, you allowing yourself to be scooped?
I mean, I think Gecko kind of saw Randall get out demolition tools and was like, "Oh yeah, that seems like a good what?" And then like I was picked up by Faye.
Randall, I feel like we should roll a wreck.
I can't believe that was the last time we ever saw Rand.
Could really done with some help with some wrecking here, but hey ho.
Not from me, you wouldn't have wanted.
So
I'm not
it's
sure my type of wrecking would have really come in handy with demolition.
I mean, if you need help with wrecking, I could double back with this amulet.
Bring the tentacle.
yeah, just as Tay is running out.
I assume that's how it works.
Kuza's running back.
Wait, you've got the amulet, now you've just got a pet kraken.
So I want increased effect. That's what I want these demolition
Your goal
tools
is to
do.
just blow a hole in the wall at the back of the church so that you've got an escape route out of the church.
Exasperated
Yeah, without having to go
GM
back
is
through.
always
Okay.
good. The hand on the forehead.
Just want to be perfectly clear here.
You just want a fucking hole?
Everyone else is just leaving and the adventure would be over, but you want to do what? You want to take out tools and blow up a hole?
Can't talk to a tentacle.
Definitely risky. Increasing the effect great though, so let's do this. Let's have that wreck. Are
he's
you
going-
pushing yourself? Or...
Yes. Yeah. That's too stress. Okay. It's a big dice. Big single dice. Anything else I can squeeze out? I think items and push is really what it comes down to, isn't it?
You don't
There's
have any
no-
special abilities.
Vengeful. Getting payback against this church.
Do you have an intimate relationship with this wall?
no. Yeah, unfortunate. Unfortunate all by as a 3.
So that is a fail. Oh god, what do we do? What do we do?
The church collapses in on Randall.
I did say it was only risky. It's not desperate, so you're not going to die.
But
I reckon this is going to be a level 2 harm as the rubble crashes down around you and doesn't clear away, just makes a big pile of rubble. Perhaps crushed leg as you pull yourself out of the wreckage. But you land in the church again in time to see the tentacle chasing the other 3. As you make your way up the spiral staircase, it sort of seems to reach its maximum elongation, and it snaps back and goes down into the water again past you, Randall. You 3 make it up into the Wizard's Tower, and from the bridge and the window, you can see lights starting to appear on the water around you, and you can hear shouting and footsteps.
haven't exactly found a cache. Got one shiny gun.
We have awoken the hillbillies. Flooded City hillbillies.
Are you just making it for the boat, or are you trying to make another escape route?
Boat, right? Proven.
Can't think of anything else.
Unless once we're in the tower, there's another sort of
Zip line.
route. Zip line.
It's worked before.
Hey, we've not done a zip line for a while.
Harpoon. I harpoon all the way back to the Shrieking Clam, or whatever the fuck it is. Is it the Shrieking Clam? What is it?
It is. It is not in the heart of the flooded district, though.
No, I didn't say in the heart. I said I would harpoon.
I'm saying you don't
He's
have a harpoon
saying that
long
you haven't
enough.
got a harpoon line long enough to take us out of this
No.
district.
Where's yes anding, Tove? I've got a big old harpoon, baby doll. Let's go.
Yes, and the effect of this will be none.
I like you really adapting my creative spirit.
Oh, I guess using the item, you could raise it to limited effect, and it will get you to the bottom of the tower.
Oh, Jack, that's a good day. I'll take it.
Although we do need to get to the bottom of the tower, and I can't
Get in the
walk down
boat and
steps.
surround ourselves in salt.
No, that's for the demon.
And Ghost would be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh yeah, ghosts.
Oh yeah, the ghosts.
As Randall caught up.
He's like hobbling back, so just his face is just covered in soot. Like,
What have you done? What have you done, Randall? Randall, what happened?
You heard what he did.
well, I was this close to getting through the wall.
Well, does somebody else want to make a decision? Well, are we going to go back to the boat, or
What can we see from this vantage point? Like, whereabouts is the boat?
Says Gecko
Where
in
are the...
Tay's arms.
Yeah,
It's an island, right? So we're on an island with like this church and tower. There's no way to walk. There's only water. There is a boat.
What's between us
Well,
and the
that does
boat?
make the boat plan seem more reasonable.
There's only the boat, as far as I understand. Unless we just say, oh, actually, no, I imagine that the wizard had his own barge that he used, and we'll use that instead because that'll be a better boat.
Or a magical
I don't
flying
think the
machine.
wizard had a barge, but he would have had a overland route of getting to his tower. So I think if you wanted to, you like cross from building to building and try and go that way, that would also be acceptable.
Definitely seemed like the ghosts were all up on the river business.
And the
There
boat
may be-
was so slow.
Also, the big tentacle thing that's chasing us now.
Also, the big tentacle thing. Why is that chasing us? Did you take the script?
Because I've got the scrimshaw.
Fine. I now veto the boat
Because-
plan. and say-
I think the boat plan, because it's kind of like a flat-bottomed pole boat, I think is a really shit plan to have at this point. Overland, over roofs.
Tay shoots
Assassin's
a
Creed
harpoon at the nearest building towards that's closest to us. That's towards where
So that
we
we
need to
can
get to.
fucking zip across
We
something.
can zip line across and get going.
Okay, I'm going to do another clock, and it's going to be the escape clock.
TikTok, motherfucker.
I would like to speed ahead, try and scout out a good route over some buildings that people can follow, while also going as fast as I can, because I know I've got the thing and the thing is chasing us.
Okay, shall we do the Tay harpoon zipline first, and then
Oh, yes.
that'll be
My
the next thing we
mistake
do?
was taking that as red.
I think we should roll for it, and then that's how like how good a route it puts you on, maybe?
What would you like me to roll? Skirmish or wreck? Those are the options that I'm giving you. I did skirmish before.
What do we reckon this is, trying to set up a zipline with a harpoon gun?
Wreck.
It's finesse, no?
Finesse, the aiming?
Because you're not destroying anything. Yeah, you're like aiming.
No, finesse is finessing items from someone's pocket, employ subtle misdirection or sleight of hand.
Okay. No.
I think you could make a case for skirmish because it's
Assault
using sort
or
of
hold
Oh,
a
yeah,
position.
skirmish. Yeah.
it's using fight techniques
Yes.
because you're using
Okay.
a weapon.
Proud.
I think it's going to be risky. Standard effect.
I don't care what you think. 4 and a 6.
Let's take the 6. You set up a... Oh, you tell me. What do you aim for? What do you shoot into?
So, I mean, I think we figure out the best way to go, and then I think the building next to us is either half destroyed or is lower with a rooftop.
Mhm.
Tay fires across to the top of that, and so we can zip line down onto that building, so we're closer to home
Okay.
and like get across.
Yep, this is quite a long roof. It's like a mill or something that's sunken into the waters. As you are...
What mill for what? What did they mill?
I reckon there's like a mushroom which can be milled into like fibres, and then you twist that. It's like a cotton mill, but it's for mushrooms.
Fucking cotton mushrooms, you beautiful bastard.
So you make it to the end of this mill rooftop. You skid to a halt. Kuza, we want to look at you potentially. Down below you, you can see that there are Scrimshaw folk running around with weapons drawn, and they seem to know roughly where you are. They are searching actively for you.
Scrimshaw folk.
That's what I've been calling them in my notes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the ground running and just leg it. I'm trying to as quickly as possible, because I've got like scouting skills. I'm just gonna try and find a route as quickly as possible without breaking my stride that other people can follow, and just trust that they're gonna follow.
Cool. Were you calling that a hunt, or?
I'd call it a hunt.
I
because
reckon
then
the
I
hunt
get
sounds
2
good.
dice.
Ho ho ho.
And also, I can throw one of my dice off the table if that helps. Does that help? 5.
Okay, so you trace out a route. The Scrimshaw folk spot you descending from this mill and start to give chase, but you are more or less managing to keep ahead. Except for you, Gecko. You aren't quite able to keep up, and you feel someone grab the collar of your coat, and time slows down briefly as you decide how to overcome this challenge.
I already had put a dagger into my hand earlier when I was considering putting in a tentacle before I realised that someone had a harpoon gun. Can I swipe backwards at the hand with
You
my
can indeed.
dagger?
And sort of what are you trying to achieve there? You're presumably not trying to kill them.
No, my first thought was to try and cut my collar off, but actually probably makes more sense to try and just kind of put something sharp towards the hand.
I
Make
actually
them
like
let
the collar
go.
idea, but yeah, the hand works too.
Why hurt them when you can ruin your own clothing?
I think I probably need to be
Second
quite,
clothing ruined
I probably need to be
today.
quite specific to get a collar off relative. Yeah, probably in slightly
Carefully
more than
pick
one
the
move.
seams with a seam ripper.
Yeah, where I was going like, get off me is probably a little bit easier.
Cool, yeah, this is risky, but I think it's going to be great effect.
I mean, I know what it should be, but I don't want it to be.
Feels like skirmish, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Unfortunately, I have a 0 in skirmish.
You can make it like a desperate action. Push yourself.
You mean push yourself? Or anyone else could perhaps notice Gecko's distress and help?
Yeah, I mean, Tay hasn't sort of done anything since we got to the new roof, so Tay's more than happy to lend her whatever and maybe give a swing of the harpoon gun as she runs past.
Or
Cool.
even shout and distract so that I'm more likely to hit.
Either of those
Yeah.
gives you the extra
And
dice. So yeah.
all of the above.
That is 1 stress for Tay.
Ooh, that puts me in trauma though, doesn't it? How does that work?
It puts you 1 off of trauma.
Oh, then fine, sure, go for it, YOLO.
Does that mean I get 1 dice now?
Plus 1 dice, baby. Oh, what did you do?
I mean, plus 1 dice to give me 1 dice.
Yep.
What did you roll? You rolled a 1, didn't you? Who are you, Ralph? Jesus. Didn't Ralph roll well for his?
Yeah, I'm not a stabby person.
Had a good go.
I put the knife in my hand, swing round, and the momentum makes me drop it.
I took 1 stress for this.
Okay, so you don't manage to get him off, and you feel this crack at the back of your
Been
skull,
there.
and you take level 2 harm, concussed.
Woo!
Remember, you can resist consequences.
Oh,
I'd
do you know?
resist those consequences.
Do you know what? I can expend my special armor to resist a consequence of detection or security measures.
Yeah, I imagine you can.
I'm sure that's a really nice tidbit that you've said there. I don't think you've either been detected nor was this a security measure. Remember, you were trying to stab someone.
This is the consequence of detection.
Or to push yourself for a feat of athletics or stealth. Stabbing someone is a feat of athletics. Probably, I don't know.
I mean,
you're reaching.
I mean, in
Okay,
a way,
fine. I'll resist.
You
the
know what was a
consequences.
feat of athletics? The athletics you did to try and make that sound plausible.
Hang on now. If someone swung a knife at me and I punched them, that is me deploying a security measure.
The danger of resisting consequences is more stress, right?
Yes, you take 6 stress, and then you roll to reduce that.
I've got 4 to play with.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you've got 6,
you should
actually.
definitely
6.
do it.
So, yeah, you should definitely do it. You should definitely resist.
Level 2 harm. That's no fucking joke. Just have a look at Kuz's manky hand.
My hand's probably doing fine with all of this fetid water it's been soaking in.
Fetid water, krakens.
Right. What's going on?
So we would decide you have to do an attribute roll, and the attribute is what you're using to resist this consequence. I reckon it's prowess, which would give you 2 dots. The other options are resolve,
What?
no dots, or insight 3, and I think it's prowess.
It's got to be prowess, surely.
Yeah. So take 6 stress, roll 2 dice, and then reduce that 6 by the highest number on these 2 dice.
+1.
+1 because of your crew
ability.
ability.
Oh, shit. Good Bambi knowing the rules.
What, so 3 dice? Or +1?
3 dice.
Right.
Because you are forged in the fire.
4.
So you take 2 stress, and you don't take any harm.
Why didn't you do that, Ralph?
Because we had forgotten that was a thing.
Fuck for you.
Hope this helps.
That was early on.
Also, I think I was running very high on stress.
What, you or Kuza?
Yes.
If you manage to shrug out of this guy's grasp and catch up with your compatriots, and you are within grasping distance now with only 1 slot of the clock left, which I've labelled escape, you can see the threshold of the flooded district. You just have this one last rooftop to cross and you're off scot-free. But the biggest orc you've ever seen, wearing these leathers, multiple scrimshaw trinkets and amulets and rings, steps out in front of you and looks like a rugby player ready to block whoever he can get his hands on.
Randall. Use your drugs, Randall. Randall, give him your drugs.
The shiny
It's
gun
you,
doesn't
right?
work, does it?
It's Randall. It's Randall's turn, right? None of us have done anything.
I'll let anyone step in here.
So Randall just hobbles forwards and goes and trans powders in his face.
What's the instruction you're giving him?
Take this. Kuza just, as he's running past, just goes, take this, and gives him the scrimshaw bone.
Let's roll that bad boy, Randall.
Okay. So it's command, which is 2 -1 for level 2 harm.
Sounds like Kuza assisted you.
Desperate, yeah, we're getting help from Kuza.
So Kuza takes 1 stress, by the way.
I've got 2 stress to spare after now, so I will.
You're not taking any stress.
I'm going to push myself as well.
Oh, push yourself.
I don't know if you can stack them, but I'm going to say yes, because this will be cool.
Just 3.
Oh, roll that bad boy.
Surely it can't be bad.
It was.
I mean, it's
wait,
desperate.
It was 3 already with Kuza helping you.
No, it wasn't. -1 because of level 2.
Ah, -1
Because he is limping furiously.
And that makes him less
That's a
persuasive.
6.
Hey,
A 6.
that's my boy.
Whatever you 4 do, you get past him, you leap to safety, you're back in the familiar area of the Undercity, and you look back over your shoulder to see this orc just staring at this trinket in his hand. And then with a burst of water from the canal, a tentacle wraps around him, squeezes, and you sort of see this mist erupt from the end of the tentacle, and then another splash back into the water as the tentacle drags him down.
Woo!
Oh fuck, we're not supposed to kill people. Oh god, every time.
And,
Oh no.
and there is no sound from the spirit bell.
Oh great. Okay, never mind then.
He was already dead.
Orcs that have souls, apparently.
Yeah, that's something I would write.
Yeah, Tove.
Famed
hater.
orc hater.
Definitely not that #1 purveyor of orc porn.
Hey, smut. Orc smut.
You suspect that it's because the spirit bell doesn't reach into the fucking flooded district or something.
We just bring people there to kill.
Can I say this? That's now 2 bits. First off, great audio GMing. Yeah, you guys do something and you get past. And
Whatever you 4 do,
or
you
you
get
just
past.
assume that this is something to do with the bell. Maybe it doesn't reach or something. Who knows?
Do you have any cool ways you did get past the orc? Did you all do a cool pose as you jumped across the
No,
last
it's just past or
narrow
something.
canal?
Shuffled.
I
Nodding.
yeah. I mean,
Thanks.
my cool thing was the thing that I did. So
Yeah, my cool thing was the thing I did. So.
I think Gecko, in her head, wanted to sort of turn round and just do that sort of retreating with the sparkly gun, but actually can't jump that high and kind of more ends up kind of hugging the gun and doing a bit of a skip.
A pirouette.
and also if we switch to Gecko's mic, Gecko's going "Pachow."
Ka-chow!
Yeah.
And you escape into the safety of the Undercity. So we go now to downtime. And as you make your way back to wherever it is that you're going, you think to yourself that this just feels like there's some kind of last piece to the puzzle tonight. You feel like this might be the last downtime you get.
Time to rest.
We
Just
go
let us
first.
rest.
No, you will continue to play this game with me.
No.
So, payoff is first. Who reckons they were picking up stuff that they could sell during that score?
Oh,
'Cause I'm feeling it's a
absolutely
0 coin.
Not me.
I got a big shiny gun.
Are you selling the big shiny gun? Is that the plan?
Well, the thing is, if it doesn't work, at the moment I'm mostly using it as a prop.
Yeah,
And
what was the
don't
plan?
we need a special contraption to make it work? But we have absolutely no idea what it is or how to use it or
I
I
thought,
mean, we could
if
just
it
go back
still
to
exists.
Lorenzo, right?
didn't we take the gun to sell the gun?
Yeah, but to who?
Lorenzo had heard there was powerful magic items, and he suggested that might be something you were to investigate to gain a powerful magic item. You could sell it.
But there were
about
also
selling-
definitely some trinkets that we took that were worth some coin.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying that quite
What?
confidently, yeah.
Because you specifically said.
I remember that happening.
Yeah, me too.
What about selling the information that Jenny is a backstabber and killed 2 of her own girls?
or holding that information over Jenny.
2 coin for the trinkets.
Yeah.
Deal. But only because I want to move on.
Shotgun.
We had a shotgun?
I have a shotgun.
I shotgunned the coin.
It's covered in jewels. Okay, I will keep the shotgun because I like posing with my shotgun, but I have absolutely no idea whether it will be useful or not, but I might just sling it across my back to make me look like a badass.
More of a pistol than a shotgun.
Not in my head, it's not, Tove.
She's quite
In
small.
my head, it's longer than my arm.
Yeah, it's a pistol to Jack, but to Tay, but shotgun to Gecko.
Excellent.
Well, hey.
So heat is next. I would say maybe 0 heat, because anything bad that happened out in the flooded district. And
2 people in the flooded district. And their ghosts. Yeah.
dead men tell no tales.
Exactly. That's kind of the moral of Blades, really, isn't it? It's dead men tell no tales, and actually it's a lot more convenient and easy if everyone is dead at the end of the score. I think that's sort of the aim with Blades, isn't it?
That's the moral to take away, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Definitely. Killing is good.
Killing's good, simple, and gets rid of a lot of problems.
And it's totally fun that you've just got a ghost following you around. That's real mad about it.
Yeah. I really could have done more with that long-term project of getting rid of that ghost, and it feels like it's too late now.
It's just got a permanent ghost.
Unless everyone wants to get on.
Just got to be. You can get 3 segments with a 6.
I don't
Okay.
think you started a long time
I don't
project.
think I did either, because my hand's all fucked up. And that kind of distracted me. It was on my to-do list. I definitely
You definitely
meant
told
to.
him that you would, but that's fine. I'm sure that
That's fine as well. That's the other lesson of Blades, is that your word, who cares?
And things never come back to haunt you.
There aren't ever consequences. No, thank you.
Then we'll move on to entanglement. You have a wanted level of 2.
That sounds bad. Is that bad?
No, I think that's okay.
It means I will be rolling 2 dice and taking the highest. However, your heat is only 1, so I'll be rolling on the table with not very many bad things in it.
Boop, boop.
It's our favourite. Rivals are Unquiet Dead.
Hmm.
I'm quite dead.
We had quite a lot of Unquiet Dead things in that score.
Kuza's got a whole gang behind him.
Rivals will be a neutral faction throwing their weight around. They threaten you, a friend, a contact, or one of your vice purveyors. Forfeit 1 rep or 1 coin per tier of the rival, or stand up to them and lose 1 status with them. Who have we pissed off recently?
Everyone.
Most people.
The thugs.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't necessarily have to be the neutral. It's a neutral gang, right? So and it could even be Jenny's girls. They're like pissed off that we went there.
We're actually positive with Jenny's girls. Right?
You have a status of 1 with them.
Yeah, that sounds positive.
Sounds pretty neutral to me. But yeah. I mean, I'm just saying it doesn't have to be someone we pissed off. It could just be a neutral gang that we just happen to have treaded on their turf.
Looking at the factions sheet, there's no one who's like really close to anything interesting happening except for defugs, where if you lose a status with them, you'll be at war with them and you only get 1 downtime activity.
No, thank
Oh
you.
man.
That's not interesting. That's taking away the ability
No.
to play the game.
Yeah, and you hate it when things negatively impact your gaming experience, don't you, Bemp?
By reducing options, yes.
I think word gets back to Jenny that you all, in fact, went to the flooded district, and perhaps that's where the loss of status comes from. And you all simultaneously just sense that she's somewhere in the city grinding her teeth really hard.
That seems fair.
Because we know she's a fucking filthy, betraying piece of shit who killed her own girls.
You were the one defending her the last episode. You were like, no, Jenny couldn't do that.
No, that is not correct. I was the one that thought she did it.
No, Tay was the one defending her. Jack has always...
Play back the tape.
Finally, we have our downtime activities.
Do we not get any XP?
Oh, yeah. Next, we have our XP.
Because I think that we executed a successful robbery.
So you gain 2 rep per score by default.
That means that takes us to friggin' crew advancement, baby!
Your crew advancement, yep, that levels you up. So now you'll be choosing between... You're choosing from one of the special abilities to add to the crew, or choosing 2 of the crew upgrades.
Where are the crew upgrades?
You got 2 in steady at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Underground maps and passkeys might be fun.
That could be fun. What are elite rooks and elite skulks?
Elite rooks and elite skulks are cohorts. So those are like your dudes who you can send to do things. And
Oh, I want
Stuff
some
like that.
dudes. Let's get some elite rooks.
Well, we can just send them on the final score.
Exactly.
We can go and get cocktails.
Yeah.
put our feet up, have the lads break some legs.
Yeah.
Also, in terms of personal experience, I think I addressed a challenge with violence or coercion when I shot a harpoon at an octopus kraken thing. I'm going to give myself a single point of XP for that.
Yes, I encourage you all to level up your XP as you believe has been earned.
I do believe I did mine.
Yes, I had no doubt that you were keeping on top of that one.
It is my belief that I have addressed a challenge with tracking or violence and expressed my beliefs drives heritage or background.
Yes, you in fact used your vice to
Yes.
magic up some tentacle knowledge.
Oh, I did a desperate action. What did I do that was desperate? I remember doing something desperate.
I should have marked it when you did it. That's what I do.
I should have, but I forgot that was a thing.
When I edit this in like 3 months, I'll let you know.
Oh no, what did I do that was desperate? I remember you saying, it'll be desperate, but you can try. And then I rolled a 1.
It was escaping from someone's grasp, wasn't it? Someone had
Oh,
grabbed you.
yeah.
You got collared.
And did I have to, I had to finesse that, didn't I?
It would have been something in prowess.
So I put a thing in prowess. Okay, it doesn't do anything, but
You're on the road towards an advancement there.
I addressed a challenge with evasion because I evaded someone's grasp. Tove, if I level up in my playbook, what do I get to do?
You choose a new special ability.
Sick.
Bambi has done this before. I think he's got 2 in special abilities.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Share with the class.
Choose one of your action ratings. When you lead a group action using that action, you can suffer only 1 stress at most, regardless of the number of failed rolls.
Ooh.
Which is great when you're rolling with Ralph.
You led a group action a little while ago and everyone failed on it.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Why does my bad luck seem to make you so angry, Jack?
Because we're playing a game of chance together, and I'm now on your side instead of against you.
Ghost Veil is a very cool special ability, but it makes me take stress, and I feel like I haven't got a lot of stress to take. But one of the things, the Ghost Veil special ability is you may shift partially into the ghost field, becoming shadowy and insubstantial for a few moments. Take 2 stress when you shift, plus 1 for each extra feature. I can have it last a few minutes rather than moments. You are invisible rather than shadowy, or you float through the air like a ghost.
Oh,
Because what this child needed to be was more spooky.
Yeah, I'm tempted to be more spooky, but if I floated through the air or became invisible, it would take 3 stress.
But we are doing downtime. So you can, steal someone's bath or whatever, and everything will be fine.
And get
And
all
be
ready
good
to
to
be
go.
get ready all to be a ghost.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I was
ghost
gonna train in a tune, but maybe I just won't bother and I'll just learn how to be a ghost instead.
Be the ghost you want to see in the world.
Exactly. I'm fucking taking it. Why not?
Spooky as shit.
Ghost time, baby. So my playbook advancement goes back to 0.
So crew upgrades. Are we looking at rooks or skulks for your dudes?
What is a rooks?
Rooks are con artists, spies, and socialites. Skulks are scouts, infiltrators, and thieves.
Rooks.
Yeah.
I feel like if we're going to recruit people, it's going to be Randall recruiting them.
So are we going with the elite rooks and underground maps?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who do we reckon the elite rooks are coming from?
My contacts with the club.
Mm-hmm.
Socialites.
The Midnight Serene.
Randall's nanny's friends.
The nanny convention.
Maybe we pissed off. Maybe when we got back, we pissed off Jenny, because we made it aware, and a couple of her girls defected.
That's where my mind was going as well.
Great minds.
Okay, maybe we'll meet them next time.
Yes.
Are we ready for activities, or have I missed anything else?
We don't get to upgrade our lair yet, do we?
I believe that's a long-term project, right? To research a new lair thing.
Well, we got the drug den because of you and Bambi, right?
Oh yeah, but we did a whole mission.
Those are claims, which you do a score to get, yeah.
Can we claim a hagfish farm? You can dispose bodies in it.
Wait, a farm? Do you grow hagfish like in soil?
Down here you do.
One would assume in tanks, but soil,
Salmon
farm. Plant a hagfish seed and it just grows straight out of the ground.
No one answered my question from earlier.
What was the question from earlier?
Is anyone else going to be recovering?
Oh, no.
Have you seen how much stress I have?
Damage. Not stress.
Damage.
I might give it a cheeky college try.
To get rid of your level 1 harm?
Yeah, because I've had this burned hand since the first
Episode
score, and it would be quite nice to end without it. But, I mean, I think mathematically I won't be able to get rid of it, because I will need to clear 4 segments on my clock.
I think it's just part of you now.
You need a 6, which gives you 5 segments.
Not on the healing clock, I don't think.
I have read.
Or you've looked it up, haven't you? Yeah.
I have read for the first time ever.
So I will, in fact, need to take stress and roll 2 6s.
Yeah, to get a normal 6, not even a critical, yeah. Should we do Jack first? Because I know that he knows exactly what he wants to do. Where's Tay going? What's Tay doing?
Well, it's very straightforward. So these socialites and rooks that Tay's gathered, she invites them, she invites some of the girls, she puts on a really nice charcuterie spread in the Shrieking Clam or whatever the fuck place is. She does it all up nice, does some banners, gets loads of drinks in, everyone's having a really lovely time. She makes sure everyone's got some food and everyone's having a really nice time, and then she just goes quietly, sits in the corner and soaks in the joy, the sheer hedonistic joy of sitting in the corner eating charcuterie at a wonderful party that you've planned and everyone's having a good time.
Roll that Indulge Vice roll.
Right, what do I roll for that?
You are rolling your lowest attribute rating, which for you is Insight, which is 1 dice. So roll a dice and subtract that many stress.
1.
Subtract 1 stress.
She would like
presume
to
you're doing it
continue
again.
doing that. And
Yep.
I don't know, maybe have a little bit of alcohol or drugs with this one and just...
What is Tay's vice?
Tay's vice is just pleasure, so it's just whatever she feels like at the moment, really.
Fair.
You know, that and a bit of sexy times, but I want to keep it a bit PG. Again?
If you want to roll again, yeah.
Well, I can't.
Can't not. That's a funny face you're pulling.
Good party, huh? Really good.
I rolled another one, so 2 downtime activities, 2 stress. At least it's
Nice.
poetic.
Worth it.
Does Tay have any coin?
Would I? Not apparently. Apparently, no.
Unlucky.
Gecko does.
Definitely split coin. Definitely haven't bought anything.
The character sheet doesn't lie. If you haven't been filling it in, that's your problem, player.
It does sound like it, so I'm going to go with no. I'm going to say that she spent all the coin just on Hannah, probably, just getting into the club and just sticking 1 massive coin in her G-string.
Well, let's see if Tay will be crashing into trauma next score.
Yeah.
Tay's has been heading headlong towards trauma for a while now.
To be fair, I'm surprised it's taken this long. I haven't played Well.
Just drive her like a stolen car next session.
Who's up next?
Randall can go next.
Hit me, Randall. What's he doing?
Randall's going to acquire an asset, employing the help of Nanny. Randall is going to look for a doctor.
Yes! Yes!
Using the acquire asset, which is 0 tier, but with a plus 1 dice from Nanny.
0. Because she's your friend. Okay, yeah. So 1 dice, and depending on what you roll, that will tell us the tier of the doctor.
4 to 6. Come on. 5. So Randall is then going to spend a coin to upgrade the result to a 6.
Oh.
Making it a plus 1. So it is a tier 1 doctor.
The doctor is better than all of you.
Is it?
That makes total sense.
The same chef, but now they went away and they were
But
so
they'd been
upset.
asked nicely.
So they
couldn't bring out the good stuff.
Turns out they were actually like a barber chef.
It's Meg Leakfield again, but she's got like a rolled up degree under her hand and a mortarboard on her head and glasses at the end of her snout.
She's been to the Open University.
Yeah, she's got her degree.
Well, you see, the one thing that those real doctors have got that you don't is a diploma. I don't know. Fucking hell, guys.
I liked you as a Devil's expert.
Well, thanks. You could have said something.
Oh, I really appreciate your silent appreciation in this audio medium.
I don't even have camera on.
You don't even have your camera on, so we can even see if you were smiling.
Nothing from you.
Listener, we all smiled.
It's an audio medium.
It could still be Meg Leakfield, but for mechanical purposes, Randall's actually going to spend 2 coin to upgrade it to a critical.
Okay, so that's tier 2, right?
Yeah.
A really freaking good doctor.
Do we have enough badges for this doctor to treat us?
No, so that and the doctor is basically being brought in to the place we live, the lair, and it's saying,
The club.
Please help us all.
Please help us, we're so broken.
Isn't Randall super broken?
Yes.
I really need to roll.
Isn't everyone broken but me?
No, I'm not anymore.
You don't have anything?
No, I had level 1 harm, which I healed, and I was going to take level 2 harm last session, but I resisted it.
Also, question, gang, can I spend that 2 coin from the gang's coin?
Do you have any?
Yeah, but it's for the gang.
I'm fine with the gang's coffers being used to get a doctor who is a doctor.
As am I.
To put Meg Leakfield through college.
How long does the doctor stick around? Can we use him again? Or is it just for
They
today?
rotate every 4 months.
It's 1 score, technically, for an
It's
acquired
like
asset.
limited, yeah.
1 score?
Mm-hmm.
2 coin for 1 score?
I'll spend 1. I'll spend 1. Gang spends 1.
That seems fair.
I think maybe Kuza should spend the other one then.
My pockets also have very large coin-shaped holes in them.
Meg has already rinsed Kuza.
And look at my fucking hand; it's still all messed up.
just look like this oozing, dripping, macabre-looking motherfucker.
Y'all can have a gang coin.
Yeah, alright.
Yay!
So we never do anything for you.
So I take it you'll be recovering now, Randall?
Correct.
Yeah, Randall has encountered physical harm for the first time in his entire life.
So it's your lowest, right? So which is 0 for me.
It's the healer that rolls, I believe.
Oh yes, it is. Good. Roll well, thank you.
So Professor Leakfield takes the shiny plastic off her Doctoring for Dummies book.
Puts her
shiny
PPE
new
on.
glasses on.
Because she does it properly now.
Puts on some hagfish leather gloves, which are, like surgical gloves.
Washes her rolling pin.
Weirdly, Kuza's also allergic to hagfish, so it just gets a horrible rash on its other hand from the gloves.
I really hope she didn't do a specialisation in bugbears. That would be awkward.
Well, there's something wrong with your hand. It's not all hairy. They didn't teach you how to do this.
You did
Not
this.
only has she specialised in bugbears, she's specialised in Kuza. So she thinks that that's what a hand is supposed to look like, because that was her first...
Who put flour on this? You did!
So that is a 5, which is 2 segments of a healing clock for Randall.
2 segments out of what?
4.
God.
Do that again. Just...
Giving her money.
Randall just wants to get better.
Is it a limit of 1 extra on the healing? 1 extra downtime?
I think it's as much coin as you've got to spend. You can
Okay.
have as many extra activities.
That means I still have 1 left.
Oh, that fell on the floor.
Please be good.
Another 5.
Hey!
Another 2 segments.
So that's everything moves down by 1.
Yes, so you lose all of your level 1 harm, and all of your level 2 harm goes down to level 1.
Okay, that's better.
So it is just his gammy leg now from when the rubble fell on him.
Hey! And that was such a high value moment. That was really worth it.
You got to use some demolition tools. Kuza or Gecko, who wants to go?
Right, my go. Okay, Kuza.
Kuza, I think, will... Oh, God, what do I do? Why did I volunteer to go next? Why? Kuza is going to try and find somewhere that he can stress relief.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the constant irritating presence of the ghost is really opening up a lot of areas to have the right negative psychic energy that he needs.
This dude just staring daggers at you constantly is giving you exactly the psychic damage you need to tune a new plane.
So I feel like maybe I can just like go to my room and do it there.
Do you have a room? You lot are all bunk
There
beds.
is no room. What the fuck are you talking about? We have a room.
Yeah, we have a room. I mean, that's also pretty bad.
Everyone coming and going around you as well, just ticking you off a little bit more.
Everyone's kind of fucked up, so
You go sit on the
there's a
privy.
lot of...
That's also in the room. It's like a prison toilet.
Pagasty's a freak.
Or maybe I can get into... Maybe like at the border of the flooded district, there's like a little nook. There's a little ruined nook I can find.
I reckon so.
Which I clocked on our escape. And there's a lot of bad juju there.
Yeah, you can smell the strange energies from the flooded district with its odd crystals and ghostly activities.
Tuned into that a little bit last time as well, so that probably helps.
Yeah,
So
totally.
I have got 1 dot in resolve.
It's 1 dice.
Oh no! That's the one number I didn't want!
Was it a 6?
I have overindulged. The psychic energies are too strong.
God.
Wait, you overindulged on the privy?
He's
Yeah.
sat in a quiet corner of the flooded district and getting
Oh, is that what we're
absolutely
calling it these days?
getting absolutely mobbed by ghosts. Okay, so you either attract trouble, where we roll an additional engagement, you brag about your exploits, getting +2 heat, you become lost, where you vanish for a few weeks, and you play a different character until this one returns from his bender.
That feels narratively satisfying if I'm just sort of not in the finale. And I play one of the new rooks.
I kind of love that in a weird way.
Or you are tapped and your current purveyor cuts you off, so maybe you just can't do anything to relieve stress when this ghost is like poking you in the face repeatedly.
That kind of sounds appropriate. It's just like you're just trying to like zone out and meditate, and the ghost is just like there.
At this point, I imagine he's trying to like actively slap you awake whenever you try and meditate.
Yeah, that seems fair. And especially if there's ghost energy and he was able to manifest, he's able to do that quite easily.
He's had a taste of sentience again. And now he's like, I fucking hate this bugbear.
Yeah, more than fair.
Okay, you are tapped. Next time we play Blades, you better have a new idea for Kuza's Vice.
But I still clear my stress, right?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so if anything, bit of a cop-out to choose that option, but no, that's fine. Let's carry on.
I think it's a cop out. I think you should have to roll a new character for the finale.
And, I mean, as I rolled a 6, the one number that I didn't want to roll for my Vice, surely if I go to the doctor, then she will roll a 6.
I do find it hilarious that you only roll high when you don't.
It's a
want to roll
+2 doctor. It's a +2 doctor.
So 3 doctors.
Actually, interesting thing about doctors: the more you have, the worse things get. One doctor, ideal. 2 doctors.
Interestingly, same thing they say about chefs.
Yep. Too many.
Oh, it's a 6.
Yes! What's that? An 8?
That's not how long you been playing this game? You recover 3 slices of your clock, I believe.
Oh, I thought. Oh no!
It would be a crit.
Is it not 5? I thought like
That's
a 6
critical.
because
I'm pretty sure
6 is a
5
crit.
is.
Oh yeah, right. Are we not getting? That's rubbish. What is the point?
So what happens here is that after struggling with this burned hand for so long, finally, Meg Leakfield gets a good look at it. It's like, oh, that is actually really simple. I actually know exactly what we need to do to heal that. That's fine. We've got this completely under control. I'll be able to get what we need in about 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. She's found the right diagram in the book now.
Hand. That's oh.
I thought it was a foot.
It's like one segment away from total repair.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what it is, Bambi.
Can we let Kuza have just one?
No.
One coin, just.
Can you scrape one coin together?
For the
Can
first time
anyone
ever?
give me a coin?
Do we have any more in the bank?
Yeah, we don't spend any.
Oh, then yeah, fine.
It's like we can just burn it all, take and have a few more few more downtime activities.
Tay would like another. Tay would like another hour at the party.
Yeah.
Let's fucking spend some money.
Yeah. Tay gets one more hour at the party. You son of a bitch.
Listeners hoping to learn how to play Blades in the Dark by listening to us, don't do this.
No listener is listening to us hoping to learn anything. Especially not the ones that have got... Maybe the 90% of our listeners that stopped halfway through episode 1, maybe they were looking to learn something. But not the fucking weird schmucks that have got to this.
No, they know what they're in for by now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, Randall joins Tay at the party.
Uh-huh.
This party is rubbish.
Yep.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
I also rolled a 2. So I've done 3 downtime activities. I've got 4 stress back. Which means basically 1 or 2 bad rolls, I'm still in trauma. So
Yeah. Randall invited Lorenzo so he could roll 1 dice instead of 2 for a bad result. And 2 stress.
Are we healing Kuza one more time?
yeah.
Let's just see what it's going to be. Like you get the last slice regardless, but if this is 2 6s, we can have a little bit of a giggle. 2 3s. So yeah, the worst you can get. 1 segment.
That equals a 6.
+2, which is an 8.
And Meg looks at you for a second and goes, "Wait, what did you say you were? You're a hobgoblin, right?"
Wait, what do you mean, Hobgoblin? Have you bought Nord Games' Bestiary Revenge of the Horde?
They exist outside of that. But, I mean, that is a very good resource. No, I think that's... I think that's racist. No, I'm a bugbear.
Oh!
Speciest?
Bugbear! And
What are
she
you, a
flicks
fucking
through-
kobold?
Wouldn't that be funny?
Actually, the funny thing is, she is a kobold and has been the entire time.
And she flicks to B for bugbear and produces the correct medicine for fixing her burned hand. And Kuza's season-long injury
She goes to B for
finally
bugbear,
healed.
and she goes to the page in the book and just says, just run it under a tap for a couple of minutes and it'll be fine.
Actually, that was really, really quite simple and painless. If that's the way it works, then fantasy physicians must have to have massive cupboards. If there's like, it's not just hand medicine, it has to be bugbear hand medicine.
Mm.
I mean, that's it.
That's how it works, right, Jack? You have like hand medicine.
Yeah. Well, I only have to have the human stuff. So.
Yes, I suppose that's
Okay, this is
true.
a medium-sized cupboard.
Maybe she thought bugbears were goblinoid and so was looking at the goblinoid encyclopedia of medicine.
Well, bugbears are goblinoids.
Oh, well, fuck that then. Shoot that idea down.
Maybe she thought that bugbears were either a bug or a bear.
Yeah, that'll be
Maybe
it.
she
And
had bug medicine for bugs.
bug medicine. Stag pills.
In which case, she'd have really buggered that up.
Oh,
I can't bear it.
What is Gecko doing?
Bambi,
That's me.
what's Randall's brother's name?
Rupert.
Rupert.
Cool. Gecko's going to
Take a shit in his bed.
Gecko's vice is luxury, actually. That doesn't sound very luxurious, does it?
I mean,
Silk toilet seat. I don't want to go down this route. Please stop letting me interrupt you.
Gecko is going to... She was going to go into anyone's person, but she's kind of annoyed at how Rupert spoke to Randall when they were in the church. And so she is going to... There's probably like a smoking room, isn't there, in the Reinhard estate.
Unfortunately.
Undoubtedly.
Yeah. So she's had a nice bath. She's had some vol au vents. I sort of feel like peak luxury now. She's gonna specifically break into Rupert Reinhardt's smoking room and have a nice, have a cheeky swill on his single malt and a really expensive cigar.
Nice. Give me a roll.
She's bored of being like a child. Well, To, if you have a look in the chat of Roll20,
Oh, is that 2 6s?
you'll see I accidentally already rolled it.
So you clear 6 stress. And unlike Kuza, you had more than 6 stress.
Because Gecko is in a constant ball of anxiety. Which is great, but it also means that Gecko now only has 1 stress. And I assumed I was going to have to do that twice, because I was so
Sorry.
stressed.
Are you complaining?
Now you have another activity to come up with.
Train.
Yeah, I think I will.
Heal Kuza.
No
Just-
need.
Just give Kuza a whole new hand.
Attempt to heal Kuza and accidentally burn his hand again.
No, I'll do some training. I'm gonna while I'm there in
Start
in
a new
the
clock.
Reinhard. No, I've already got a clock going.
I know.
I
but
won't-
you're not
I won't
gonna be able
do
to
any-
Fill it, are you?
Yeah, no, I won't. It's an entirely pointless endeavour. But the good thing to remember is that the book that I'm gonna get to read, I'm gonna sit in Rupert Reinhardt's bed and read it, and that'll be the most fun part about it.
While scattering some cigar ash on the pillow.
Yeah. I'm gonna take my cigar to Rupert's bed and rest against his silk sheets and read a little book.
Wouldn't. Are you going to set fire to Reinhard's family home?
While wearing
No,
his smoking
I'm not an
jacket and
arse at it.
slippers.
Yeah, I'm wearing his fucking
No, I
slippers.
don't mean you're
going to
do it deliberately, but you can be an accidental arsonist.
I guess we'll see how this roll goes.
Do you roll for train? I think you just get the
remember.
XP, as I recall. Yep, when you spend time in training, mark 1 XP on the XP track for an attribute or playbook advancement.
Oh, yep, that was an entirely pointless endeavour. I am less than half of the way through a thing I will never get to finish.
But on the plus side, I'm getting some real Home Alone 2 Lost in New York images of Gecko just really enjoying being in a big bed with a smoking jacket on.
Yeah, for sure. I'm ordering Tim Curry to bring me room service.
A nice cheese pizza.
And accidentally bumping into Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Okay, so as the days while away as you all do your various downtime activities, and you all come back to the Shrieking Clam for possibly the last time this season, and you all see Pakisty standing in the common room of the inn, holding a large steamer trunk, and with 4 small jewellery boxes on the table in front of her, as well as a small spread of food for the evening. And she says, "Hey everyone, why don't you all take a seat and join me for supper? It might be the last time." And that's where we'll end it tonight.
That's unnecessarily ominous.
Thanks for listening to Of Dice and Them. If you enjoyed this episode, we'd love to hear from you. Please leave a review on your favourite podcasting platform and subscribe to be notified as soon as new episodes drop. In the meantime, give us a follow at Of Dice and Them on social media, where you can also find out how to follow our cast. And we'll see you next time.
What's on the spread? What's on what does Pakisty think is appropriate for a last supper?
The spread is 4 halves of raw onion and some stale black bread.
Ooh.
What makes it black?
The grain they use or something.
Charcoal.
Charcoal.
It's like mixing the sawdust in with the porridge. Just a bit of charcoal on the bread to give you a bit of...
I haven't just made up black bread.
Yeah, there's definitely black bread in Soul of Ice and Fire, definitely.
That's it.
In bacon grease.
Yeah, black rye bread.
Rye is definitely not black. I made rye bread at the weekend.
You can't... well, Google Images suggests you can have black rye bread, so...
Oh, well, you probably can.
Yeah, you have, I'm sure, black anything.
Not for the first time, a discussion of rye and rye products on the podcast.
Not for the first nor the last!
It might be the first time on the podcast.
That's true.
Oh, that's what is still running.
Welcome to the podcast. Your friend and mine, Rye and Rye Products.
Is that going to be our spin-off podcast? It's just going to be me, myself, and Rye.
Or...
Oh my god! How the fuck? I didn't even know what I was saying until I said it. Oh, that's... Mine's still running, so Tove, you're keeping all that in. That is... You have to keep that in, because that is the best thing I'll ever say. There's nothing... I can see by the look on your face that you're cutting this, and that gives me deep pain. Anywhere! In the nonsense outros. Me, myself, and Rye. Me, myself, and Rye. Make a cute song out of it.